Question 2. On a school trip, the ratio of the number of teachers to the number of students is 1 to 15. The ratio of the number of male students to the number of female students is to 5. Work out what percentage of all of the people on the trip are female students. Give your answer correct to the nearest whole number. Just take a second to think about this. This is a regular school trip. There are teachers and there are students on it. And of the students, there are male students and female students. And we have to work out of all of the people on the trip, the teachers and the students, what percentage of all of the people on the trip are female students. Now, it does sound quite a complicated, and there are a couple of ways of working it out. I think the easiest way to approach it is to consider it as a tree diagram problem and change it from work at what percentage to, if I pick someone at random from the people on the school trip, what is the probability that I will pick a female? I will then have that answer as a decimal and I can times it by 100. So let's have a look at my tree diagram down here. I know on the trip there are students and teachers. We will see that for every one teacher there is 15 students. So if I change that to a fraction, 1/16 of the people on the trip are teachers and 15 out of 16 of the people on the trip are students. Then of the students, 7 out of 12 are male, and the probability that we do need is that 5 out of 12 are female. So if I was going to pick a person at random on this trip and I wanted a female student, I'd have to come along this branch because I would want a student and someone that's female. Now you should know with tree diagrams you have to multiply the probabilities together. So on your calculator do 15 over 16 times 5 over 12. Then we will times it by 100 because the question asks us to give it as a percentage, and it is 39% to the nearest whole number.